Hey besties, I'm back. As you can tell, we're trying out something new today. Plus, I've got an exclusive interview with Johnny Sung, one of the 2 game developers to the Killing Antidote, or TKA. If you don't know what game that is, it's a third-person zombie shooter. Imagine Resident Evil with a Stellar Blade-like female lead, except even hotter. This was all done via email, and there is a lot to unpack. So without further ado, let's get started. So Johnny, what's been the most challenging aspect to developing TKA? TKA is the first third-person shooter we've developed. Unlike our previous titles, this game has very high demands when it comes to character appearance, movements, storyline, gameplay, combat, puzzles, and environments. With our lack of experience, it's been quite a challenge. How are the motion capture projects going? Our efficiency has improved. I just wish I bought it sooner. We did encounter some big issues with accuracy and stability. We had to do a lot of manual corrections to our animations. In the future, I definitely want to get a better set of equipment. What is your favorite outfit so far? I haven't named each piece of clothing due to the sheer number. Personally, my favorite is the deep purple low-cut jumpsuit. Perhaps you know which one I'm referring to because there's only one dress that's deep purple. Future versions will include a feature to change clothing color, which would make it even harder to describe specific items. Can you update us on your guys' workflow process? We're a team of 2, No and myself. No mainly handles character modeling, animation, and costumes. I handle everything else like planning, writing, programming, scene and puzzle design, social media, music, sound effects, and more. Jeez, is the guy busy enough? We decide together on how to execute combat mechanics. For example, when it comes to the appearance and behavior of zombies, I develop an initial concept and then discuss with No. Once confirmed, he creates the models and animations while I write the behavior logic code. Even with pre-made assets, we still have a lot of work to do, like adjusting bone structures and modifying skin weights, adapting animations to fit character sizes and interaction requirements, and ensuring clothing models match character sizes and vertex weights. As a result, No has his hands more than full, which leaves all the other tasks to me. Before specializing in game development, I worked for many years at a TV station. I was involved in producing, editing, special effects, 3D animation, and commercials. Fueled by my passion for game development and a desire to create an exceptional game, I taught myself programming. After resigning, I developed several games and founded a company to undertake game outsourcing projects. Game development is a comprehensive art form, and the knowledge I acquired in those fields can all be applied currently. The Killing Antidote project started around October 2021 using Unreal Engine 4 for development. By April 2022, Unreal Engine 5 was officially released. I was tempted by the powerful rendering capabilities of Lumen, so we decided to upgrade the project to UE5. The initial player feedback for the test version was positive. However, as development progressed, I encountered serious issues like unstable frame rates, excessive GPU demands, and issues with skeletal mesh rendering. Despite engine updates, these issues persisted, leading me to the difficult decision to downgrade the project back to UE4. Unfortunately, this process wasn't straightforward. Unreal Engine didn't provide tools for downgrading, so none of the blueprint and asset files could be read. We had to start from scratch, re-importing assets, rewriting all blueprints, and recreating all scenes. I estimated it would take about a month to switch back. We felt it was worth doing, so we embarked on the painful rebuilding process in June 2023. After nearly 2 months, we finished the first UE4 test version, but it was still rough around the edges due to the rush transition and differences between engines. This version disappointed many players, and negative reviews threatened to overwhelm us. Fortunately, after a period of optimization and refinement, the rendering quality did improve, as did player feedback. In hindsight, although it was tough, I believe it was the right choice. What are your hobbies? I enjoy drawing, listening to music, watching movies, playing games, road trips, chatting with friends, and telling jokes. When I was younger, I loved reading manga, especially Guyver. The storyline was fantastic, and the transformations were really cool.
What the hell? That's it. That's the Guyver.
I even envisioned creating a game based on this manga and made numerous design sketches. Looking back, I find it all really interesting. What are your favorite movies and or TV shows? I enjoy many types of movies from different genres: sci-fi, zombie, horror, apocalyptic, superhero, and comedy. I particularly enjoy movies like Terminator, Transformers, Alien, The Matrix, Alita, and Toy Story. One movie that changed my life and inspired me to leave my job to follow my dreams was Click. Work is never ending. There will always be tasks to keep us busy. It's important to learn to pause, rediscover ourselves, and pursue our dreams. I also have many favorite TV shows like The Walking Dead, Spartacus, Breaking Bad, Silicon Valley, The Boys, and Stranger Things. I pay particular attention to the filming techniques, special effects, and narrative styles. Sadly, now that I'm busy developing games, I rarely have time to watch anything. What are the short-term and long-term goals for TKA? The short-term goal is quite simple: to complete the early access version and start selling on Steam. If the players really enjoy our game and sales are good, we'll have the funds to expand the development team and continue the story. The long-term goal is to develop TKA into a series, striving to create higher quality sequels. It would be incredible to explore derivative works such as movies, TV shows, or comics based on TKA. Achieving these goals would make me feel like I've truly lived a fulfilling life. What's your favorite Resident Evil game? To be honest, I can't really call myself a die-hard RE fan because I started playing from the Resident Evil 2 remake. At the time, I was impressed by its realistic visuals, detailed facial expressions, and intertwined storylines. It's a very captivating game, especially after installing some mods. While I've played other third-person games, I've always felt RE2 Remake gave me the strongest sense of immersion. It provided a perfect blend of fear, pressure, and achievement. The later RE games are also amazing. I just haven't had time to finish them. I definitely plan to enjoy them fully in the future. Besides Resident Evil, what other games or media has inspired or influenced you guys? Before working on TKA, we developed an indie racing game called Time for Speed. It was a realistic racing game featuring real-world car brands and models and aiming for an authentic driving experience. As a car enthusiast, I particularly enjoyed both the styles of Need for Speed and Burnout Paradise. We worked on Time for Speed for nearly 10 years on and off and released several test versions. The player feedback was positive. Everyone was eager for us to continue. Unfortunately, I encountered several obstacles like licensing issues and physics simulation challenges. Without proper licenses, we could only create fictional car models, which diminished the game's appeal. Despite achieving a good driving feel in the game, advancing further proved to be extremely challenging. So, I started looking for new directions. An indie game called Haiti 2 left a strong impression on me. It has a slow pace but offers strong immersion in problem solving and exploration. We felt that it was possible to develop a similar game. Our original concept was to develop a slow-paced, third-person game centered on storytelling, dress-up, and problem-solving. During development, we found that killing zombies added a strong sense of satisfaction, so we kept enhancing the combat aspect. The game's pace also increased significantly. Left 4 Dead and Insurgency are games I've played extensively. Both offer excellent combat experiences, so I drew inspiration from those two games when designing our own. What's a costume you wish you could add but can't? Yes, there are many, but it would make our work unsafe, so we can only hope that enthusiastic players will submit them through the creative workshop. The theme of the game is courage over fear, justice over evil, rather than promoting violence. Can you tell us more about the themes explored in TKA? The zombies in TKA are mutated from living humans, who were not evil by nature. However, after they become zombies, they involuntarily attack innocent people, leading to more people being infected and turned. In this situation, we reluctantly have to kill them until a cure is found. The main storyline follows Jodie's quest to achieve this. Additionally, any sudden crisis always has underlying causes. It could be a natural disaster or conspiracy. Anyone with a sense of justice will feel compelled to seek the truth. Resolving the crisis, minimizing harm, and holding the guilty accountable are the themes of our game. Was there a monster you wanted to add but for whatever reason couldn't? I've designed many types of monsters, which are recorded in my notes. Due to workload constraints and the need to progress the story, they'll be gradually added in future updates. Designs that are too violent and evil can only exist in my notes and won't appear in the game, because our country's laws don't allow it. If we have the opportunity in the future, we may establish the company abroad. Perhaps then we can freely create with joy. If you were to make the game open world, what game would it be similar to? I'd like to make a game similar to Fallout, with high player agency, a complete main storyline, and side quests. I really enjoy elements like sheltering and recruiting survivors, building settlements, and defending against invaders. In a world plunged into chaos, without laws and moral constraints, the biggest threat isn't from mutants but from other survivors. What are some of the most important things you've learned on your game dev journey so far? After so many years of hard work and numerous failures, this feels like the closest I've come to my dream. I hope I don't fail again this time. Through these experiences, I've learned a lot, like making trade-offs, being decisive, and the importance of marketing. Most importantly, I've learned to respect the players and stay true to yourself. Respecting the players means engaging with them during development, listening to their feedback, and understanding their needs and wants. Staying true to yourself means keeping your game's unique direction and sticking to your core design principles without easily being swayed by others. Balancing these seemingly contradictory principles is crucial. A good game must be fun and have enough attractive elements. As developers, we can easily fall into the trap of overemphasizing technology or details, which can waste time and resources. If these efforts don't enhance the player's experience, they're pointless. Therefore, it's essential to introduce elements that players find enjoyable while keeping your unique design intact. Is there anything you or No would like to say to us? I just want to say to all of you, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for your support. Thank you for providing us with the conditions and motivation to continue. And thank you for making our hard work worthwhile. Well, that was all of my interview questions. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see another round of Q&A or if you've got any questions for Johnny or No. Remember guys, early access is just around the corner. Are you excited? I'm excited. Don't forget to sub to support the channel. Till next time, besties.
After so many years of hard work and numerous failures, this feels like the closest I've come to my dream. If my efforts don't enhance the player's experience, they're pointless. We had to start from scratch, re-importing assets, rewriting all blueprints, and recreating all scenes. Negative reviews threatened to overwhelm us. In hindsight, although it was tough, I believe it was the right choice. Any sudden crisis always has underlying causes. It could be a natural disaster or a conspiracy. Anyone with a sense of justice will feel compelled to seek the truth.